so
be able to
land
land.
rented.
Oh, how nice.
Judy, do you want a drink? Would you like passing our water over?
Oh, that's
Do
heavy.
something, yeah. God. I haven't coughed like that in a while. Have I?
No. Why'd you start doing that?
I don't know.
Ugh.
Let me pull that up.
Is your chest sore?
Huh?
Is your chest sore?
No?
No. Okay.
Okay, so here's one. That's Jan Girl.
I know. And I'm not sure why we did all the elastic bands on it, but that's how it came out of the post box.
Oh,
Which is a bit exotic.
Our
I've never
neighbor
seen
at, so we don't need that one.
No. No.
This is T. White, that's me. I'll put that one over there. Claire, here, whatever. Amica, what's Janine got that one? That's Janine.
Here, I got her mortgage. I'll take that too.
Car trouble. Who, are you in charge of Junk?
Janine, I'm in. Oh, junk goes here.
Yeah, junk goes in the trash.
I'm in charge of Janine.
I've lost a pen. Can't believe somebody might have stolen my pen. Who could that possibly have been?
That was Junk. Payment processing center, we get that all the time. That's the one I'm looking for.
More junk?
No, this one, the Goldie's Farm bank statement. Here, you can have that one. And then you can have, I don't know why you get that one, but.
Oh, this might go with the mortgage.
Huh?
This might have come out of
take
Janine's
it
mortgage.
right here.
Well, that's a nice little notebook you have. What do you do with that?
I have to record
That's a
what
mortgage
comes in.
statement.
Oh, I didn't know you were doing that.
Yeah, because that keeps us sort of straight, doesn't it?
What?
Keeps us sort of straight. The book.
Oh, we're supposed to, yeah.
Yeah, it's very high tech.
Judy was pissed there was nothing in it or something.
You've been in hospital. What? Seriously?
That's Colby.
Oh, Colby.
Oh,
Throw
my
away.
golly.
That's junk. This is the one I wanted to see, though, because that's the Goldie's Farm. I think we're solvent. Yes. Bless us. What's that one? What's the 10,000 one?
Was a donation.
Huh?
Is that not a donation? That's an in, a deposit?
These are deposit.
Yeah, that was a donation.
What? Well, why don't we remember? Do you remember that one?
Yeah, it was a big donation. Well,
Was it
Yeah.
10,000?
yeah.
So in other words, we added the 261.
You know, there was other bits
Junk
and pieces
stuff,
came
yeah.
in.
Okay, so in other words, I don't have a Memsic one in here yet.
No.
It was 67, but that, I don't know. I gotta get a spreadsheet before I
Yeah.
understand this.
I think that's the one that came in when you were in hospital at Christmas, remember?
No,
There was a big check came in.
could be.
You might have been on the good drugs.
Okay.
Because it went in on the 27th.
See, there's where she transferred back to me.
Okay.
See, I'm having trouble getting the A straight. The
Yeah.
A should be coming out of ERN.
Well, it's the ERN. I just confirmed with them today. It's the ERN card that's on the hay.
Huh?
Deliveries. It's the ERN card that's paying for the hay.
Oh, card?
The card that's on file is ERN.
Card.
Yeah, bank card,
Credit cards?
credit card
So you're charging it with Dodge Grade,
to ERN.
but you're not charging it with Steve.
No.
I gotta get cash yet.
Yeah.
I don't have enough cash here for him.
Well, what have you been doing all day? Honestly.
It's a little tough.
You've got nice pajamas
She
on.
has
though.
Oh,
her
nice
pajamas
job.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're lovely.
What am I gonna do with this?
Well,
So
I
I
think
don't
that's
lose it.
I think that's nighttime reading. Where would you like it?
Actually, there's a couple others
Here.
right there under that thing. Here, put it under that
You
thing.
can use that as a paperweight.
There you go.
There you are.
You can have that one.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've been paying. I get the cash out of my account, it's a personal account,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm supposed to get paid back by ERN, not Crazy Acres.
Or Goldie's Farm even.
I mean, that's what I mean. Whatever. See what I mean?
So, yes.
Let's try tomorrow morning. I'm smarter
Yeah.
in the morning.
Yes.
Me too. I'm
We'll be
always smarter.
fresh.
But I have trouble getting it fixed in my head. And who owes what? I mean, he owes us 2 checks now. I just requested 2 checks
Yes.
at the end of the year.
Yes.
So I hopefully drained out Memsick. He's going to open a new hay board.
Mm-hmm.
So we start that. We can keep that straight.
Right.
And I started another henny penny.
Yes, you did.
So am I done?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are we live?
Yes. We better be. Yes. What time is it?
Oh,
We are.
geez. Okay.
We're awake anyway.
We're awake. All right. Royal Mail. What the hell?
That's come from the UK.
I know.
Ooh.
I have a friend over there still. I think. I don't know. Look at that picture.
Is it a Christmas card? No, it's a bunch of
To the woman who does not work in hours, but in acres,
Mm-hmm.
seasons, and until a job gets done. That's a cute job.
Oh, that's a cute card.
Ah, to Carlene and everyone who makes it possible, you're an inspiration. Here comes it. AKA the frying pan. Is that what that is?
Yes.
She's the one.
No. Fran Japan.
What?
It's Anne, who's also known as Fran Japan. So
Oh.
that must be her online name.
I don't recognize that at all.
Fran Japan's lovely anyway.
Yes. I've never actually eaten it.
That's a nice.
I'll go and hold it up. Fran Japan.
Is a thing?
Ah.
I
I don't
think
know
you
what
should
it
hold
is.
up the rubber banded
I
envelope so
know.
they can see that before you open it, Carlene.
You can have that one.
Okay.
Oh no, you can't. You have to get the address off
Address?
it
Okay.
because she's saving addresses. God knows why. She has a couple.
I have got more than a couple.
So show them that before you open it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Because it's so unusual.
I think this must have been the mail people are putting our stuff together and it's all ended up like this. Hey, actually,
Oh.
so it was actually sent on the 20th of December, so it's been hanging around. It's been hanging around for a while.
Okay.
But look, we can keep the elastic bands. That's perfect.
Yep, we need elastic bands. Right. Here we go.
How kind.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So do you keep this address?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
This one you don't have to keep.
Okay.
We have
Jan
her.
Gerhold.
Who's going to get the dollar? You're going to pay
Me?
for the dollar.
Thank you.
Chinese proverb. One joy scatters 100 griefs. Oh.
I like that.
William Arthur Ward. Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it.
This is true.
Well, that's cute. Albert Schweitzer, how do you say that?
Schweizinger.
Yes, that'll do nicely.
Happiness is nothing more than good health and a bad memory.
Well, that
I'll go
helps.
for that one.
Yep.
I'll go for that one. Okay, bridges and tunnels. You want to know where she's had my car?
got a rough idea.
God. Told by mail.
Oh, but it's not a red envelope. We must be
No,
okay. We
no.
get the orangey red ones.
What the hell? Oh, this isn't told right. $7.95. Convert to Easy Pass New York and save $3.30. Would you figure that out?
Yeah. Thank
Because
you.
I think that you don't do something right.
You don't want the envelope that came in, right?
I think your car, we've got the transponder, but it's in Janine's car in truck. But we thought it was registered to the truck.
What is it? Well, that's our neighbor. You have that one.
That goes in trash. And that goes with Janine, please. Okay, thank you. That goes in trash. That makes one vote as well.
Okay.
That actually has to go in trash because there's no address on it.
Oh, what a shame.
That's only if you're buying a new car.
It's a final note. Okay, we don't need to do that.
No, we're trying to condense.
Throwing that away?
He doesn't need to know that. I don't know what the papers are. Probably not.
So you don't want this final notice thing I can throw away?
Go away.
Okay.
Oh, I think that's just the trash, unfortunately.
Okay. It is. It's trash.
Oh.
Up here
Are you
now.
going to read the newspaper there?
Do we have a box?
Oh, did we have a box? Did you say
There were boxes up by the garage.
no? They're empty.
Oh, they're empty?
The only box in the purple thing that FedEx brought, that was for Ava,
Oh,
and Nick got it.
Oh.
So
right.
nothing else in there.
No boxes, so we're all sorted. Now, how do you like the farm, Mary?
I love the farm. I can see the goats all the time from where I am,
Yes.
and I didn't see Harley and the horse.
I didn't bring them up today.
Ah, what is that horse's name?
Elmo.
Elmo's the
Elmo.
skinny one.
Yes.
Elmo was the sweetheart.
He's absolutely lovely.
Yeah. I love it. The guest house is so nice.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Thank you.
And you went out to do a job this morning.
I did. We went to, I don't remember the name of the place, but it was for disabled
Yes.
adults, actually.
Yes.
Yes. And we saw like 100 people. I don't know how many we saw.
I know, and not only that, you've got more to do tomorrow. 'Cause
Yeah, we couldn't finish it up.
Yeah.
We couldn't get to, we had already done an hour, and Janine thought the dogs were getting very tired.
Yeah.
And it was a lot.
How did Sizzle do?
Sizzle did really well. At first, she wasn't interested. She wasn't interested in the people at all.
Yeah?
But I would put the frying pan in front of the person who wasn't responding and drop a little, and then Sizzle would come, and
Sure.
then he could, or she could pet him. But
She was very good last week.
yeah, she was good.
She was good last week?
Yeah.
And Janine said she was actually quite perky. I obviously, that was the first time I'd
Well,
seen her out.
she needs a paycheck.
Well, that
What
must
she's
be
telling you.
it.
Who does?
Sizzle.
Sizzle.
Oh, I see.
So she was
She
very
did very
good.
well, and
Yeah.
of course Wanda was very popular,
Oh,
and Larky did great.
Wanda's a pain in the neck, but she is good.
Yeah, I had to keep wiping Larky's
Yeah, I
jowls because he
know.
was drooling.
I know.
I think they all smelled like food.
Yes, I know. He
Most
said,
of them do, because they spill.
Yeah,
yeah, so
was
he said,
drooling.
he just goes round Carl when Carl goes, he just swings with
Everybody.
dribble. Doesn't
Oh,
he? Yeah.
so I had a
So
towel.
we just kept going round with the rolls of towels, going, yeah. And then you would dab people in the hand to dry them off a bit. You're like,
I did that
sorry,
too,
sorry.
right? Somebody got, somebody,
It was-
I think Larky kissed a woman on the nose. It was like such a surprise.
I
Or he
know,
nosed her,
because
nose
people
to
just
nose.
sometimes put their heads forward.
Yeah, he did.
and-
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun. I really enjoyed it.
And this lady's asking as well how long you're planning on staying.
I'm here for 3 weeks, and then I have to go to Missouri to see my brother for a week, and then I'm coming back, and then I have for a week and a half, and then I have to go to California because I have 3 doctor's visits I can't miss.
Oh,
And then I'm coming back, and I'd like to stay the rest of February and all of March at least.
that's
I
lovely.
could stay longer if my house in California is rented right now, so I can't go back home.
Oh, how inconvenient.
So that's why it's perfect for me to be here.
Yeah.
Because, but I can sleep in my van. I can, whatever you guys do.
And you've got the trailer.
Yes,
Do you like the trailer?
I love the trailer, yeah. You have to be a person that doesn't want to be really warm all the time. I'm used to camping and backpacking, and so 65 degrees is very warm for me.
Yes.
But if you're a person that needs it to be 75 or 80, it's not going to happen in there. But
Well, we couldn't keep Janine in there then.
no, I offered it to Janine today. She said, forget it. I need hot running water.
No. That just about.
She likes the heat up here because it's warm.
I bet it is
It's warmer up there than it
know.
is here.
That's
Right.
that old heat
But she
rises
just
problem.
can't stand sleeping in the same room with me. That's all.
Because she doesn't get up at 4 in the morning. That's why.
I tried. I tiptoed around. I did not wake her up.
She's actually a very light sleeper, though.
Yeah.
Because when we travel, she can hear me snoring
She
through the
told me.
walls. I'm like, what? I'm like, I don't believe that.
She said she won't sleep in the same room because you snore.
I know, because I snore. And it was really funny. We were in Aiken, and we had Wendy Willis, myself, and Janine. And Janine said, I'm not coming in either of the bedrooms. You two have a bedroom each. So we had a bedroom each. And she insisted on sleeping on the sofa. And we were like, that's really weird. We can just rotate around the rooms, And she's like, I'm sleeping out here. She said, the pair of you, she said, it's like, you can't even snore at the same time. It gets one room and then the other room. And she said, it goes on all night. And I said, well, I was oblivious. I was fine, honestly. But she's super sensitive to noise and snoring, obviously.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's
Yeah.
So that's very exciting. That's lots of movement.
Lots of
What movement? So you're here, and then you go to Missouri.
Oh, right.
So
Yeah, I
that's-
like to travel a lot.
Yeah.
I'm a traveler. So I have a van. I travel from California to Connecticut in the van every year and then drive back every year. I just love road trips.
Yeah.
I like going to the grocery store today. It was just an adventure of trying to find it.
Do you know you should go down via South Carolina, because Janine's down in Aiken, and it's lovely.
Yeah.
It's nice to see.
I did tell her I'd babysit for a house if she wanted me to, if she wasn't there, but we'll see what she
Love
does,
that.
I like
Well, you
being
might
here.
end up with Tiffany.
Ooh, yeah, but I don't know if Jiminy likes me.
Oh, he would.
He would, but
He used to get really ratty with me, remember? And then now he's like, you're just a piece of the furniture, how boring.
Right, but if you start carrying him around and having him work,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, he does well with that. He's a good boy. You are.
and he pops up in there really nicely. My other friend doesn't.
No.
We have to lift him in.
But I was telling you about when I had my dogs in the UK, and this lady, she bred German Shepherds. She used to travel all through Europe with her dogs, and she said she insisted that the dog had a crate, because I had one year and then I had 2 the following year. And she said, no, she said that crate, she said wherever my dog is, it has to have access to a crate. And I was like, right, okay. I said, but it's so obedient, you tell her to go to place and she stays. She said, it's not for you. She said, it's for the dog. She said, you've got children. And she said, the dog has to have a quiet place. I didn't want to send her a picture of the child that crawled in and sat beside the dog in the crate, but she's like, the dog has to have peace and quiet, its private space. And we got to the stage we just took the crate door off, and the dog had enough that it would just go and lie down, and it'd be like, listen, this is like personal space, out you go, you lot. And it actually worked out really nicely.
If they're allowed that,
Yeah.
the lock and is great. Is tough.
No, it's not.
But like this session, that's the first grade he's ever been in.
Yeah.
Ever.
Larky? It was
Yeah.
the first time for him?
I just don't use it.
Yeah.
No. The fact were kind of enormous. So.
I had a big 700 grade.
That is a big crate.
Diane, I have not seen that envelope. And if you'd like to send me a text or an email with details of when you sent it, and I can try and track it down. We're missing something that came through over Christmas for the fund.
Really?
Yeah. So I'll maybe try and have a wee looky see. Miss Betty White is doing very well. She's back to hanging out with Ted.
Betty, she's here.
No, she's on Meredith now.
She's Meredith.
We brought Elmo back in her place. She was colicking down here. She doesn't move. She moves around a lot on Meredith, and I think she gets a bit too stuck in her rut here. So she hasn't colicked again. She's doing really well. She's getting Ted back into shape, much to his absolute delight. So they're all comfortable. Yeah, I was having this conversation about whether or not you were retired, and I don't think we can really claim you're retired, because that's a nasty word. And I think when you're still working and still actively involved in something, you're not retired, I'm afraid. So better not have been you that started that rumour. Frangipan is a pastry filling made with ground almonds or almond meal, and it's sometimes referred to as almond cream.
Oh, I was thinking
Oh,
of
I've heard.
Marzipan.
Yeah, that's what I was
Marzipan.
Marzipan's almond paste.
Yeah.
I used to eat that at Christmas.
Yes.
My mother would be rolling it out, for fruit cakes, and I'm like, oh my god, that fruit cake ruins that flaming marzipan. I could eat blocks of that stuff. I loved it.
But Frangipan is...
It's almond based as well. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Hogmanay.
Hogmanay?
Did you do a Hogmanay in Edinburgh when you were there?
No.
For New Year's?
No.
See?
No.
I was always a bit...
I wasn't in Edinburgh at New Year's.
Were you not?
I think I traveled.
No.
Because I think the university shut down.
It would do.
And I was at a boarding house. And so she wanted the time off, so I was out. Mrs. Turner, it was something else again.
No. This lady, this is only if you'd like to answer. Whereabouts in Missouri do you go to?
Highlandville, which is south of Springfield and north of Branson. Highlandville, Missouri. And my brother is building a recording studio in his basement. And so I'm going down to help him finish
Can you pull that
it.
up in the air?
Yeah.
What's your skin?
It's driving me crazy.
What is that? Why was that on there?
Because my elbow is raw.
Oh.
I have a big pan on my elbow, but this is driving me crazy.
Oh dear.
See?
Yeah, we don't want that to bleed.
I have a nasty
Oh,
elbow.
I see, yeah.
So that goes in there.
Can that be
And I lean, that's the elbow I lean on.
Uh-huh.
But it's had so many needles stuck in it.
Yeah, it
It's
has.
tired.
Yes, Colby's mail was thrown away because it was just a flyer. It wasn't anything.
It was just
It wasn't
tree
anything.
survey or something.
Yeah, surveys.
Something.
Janine gets one, Carlene gets one, and we just
Massachusetts tree survey. Yeah.
yes for trees. So that's quite exciting. Is he far down the line in building his recording studio?
Yes, so about a year and a half ago, he's been talking about it forever. He's a musician, and he's got the record. He used to be work in a recording studio in Tennessee. He worked for Chips Moran or something like that, and so he knows how to do it. But he's a carpenter, a union carpenter, so he's been earning money that way. But now that he's retired, he wants to start recording not just himself, but have there's so many people in Missouri that play and sing and. So, about a year and a half ago, I went and we did the soundproof floor, which was really interesting. It had to be built on foam pads and everything.
Yes.
So we got started with that, and then he's taken it from there, and he's having trouble finishing it. You know how towards the end of a project, you just kind of. So I said, "That's it. I'm coming out. We're going to finish that thing." So.
That would be super.
So I'm going out for a week, and we're going to finish it up. I mean, it's close to being done, but we're going to set up the recording board and all that stuff. And he uses analog, not digital, which is old-fashioned. So his friends are telling him, "You're never going to get any business," but he thinks he is.
Well, it's really funny because my children all have vinyl.
Really?
Records. Vinyl records.
I heard
not
it coming
CDs.
back.
Not, so they do. So all the big recording artists now, what they do is, they're very crafty, because I think it's all money. They release a vinyl, and then they do another one in a different colour, or with a different design on it. So it's the same album, but they keep buying it because, and they're about $40 each.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
They used to be-
So they love vinyl. And
Well, analog is the old-fashioned
Yeah.
way, so we'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
it's very
I shall report back after when I come back.
exactly. That's very exciting.
It is pretty exciting.
And you're an angel on earth. There you go.
Thank you. It's really a privilege to be here and to be able to help. I'm really enjoying it. And
I've got, listen.
And she vacuumed the floor today.
Oh my goodness.
I did. You can't tell already. Oh,
Oh, it looks so much better.
it does look better under things.
Yes.
Yeah, I got under some things.
It's just a constant job, really. It's the gift.
It is.
It's the gift that keeps giving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Here's the again. You want any water again?
The dogs are all here. Am I in front of one? Let me see if I can get out the way. Da, da, da. Will we see? So
Sizzles.
there is Sizzles at the back. Larky's there, and as soon as I touch this horrible thing, it always collapses on me. I'm just going to go this way very quickly. So there's Larky. Sizzle's behind him. And Jiminy is on his raised platform bed having another snooze. Because that's what he likes to do. There we go. There's Larky. I'm missing Mary.
Ah,
Seriously.
That's okay. You can
I
miss
hate. I have terrible problems. As soon as I touch that blinking phone, it does stuff, doesn't it?
yeah.
Yeah. It's like you and your fingers. You touch that, and
I
everything
know.
disappears. Oh dear. Yeah. So I think Judy just came in to tie up a few loose ends, didn't
Yes,
she?
she did.
Before she disappears off.
She filled my pillbox.
Oh well, that's good.
Well, not one of them.
And she said she's all better. She feels great.
Good, and that's super. Because she had a sort of cold over Christmas.
Judy, yeah.
Yeah. Did you make sticky buns?
We bought all the ingredients.
It's a process. So.
Oh yes.
Carlene says we have to start very early in the morning, and she gets up at 4 o'clock. So I don't know how early she
Well,
means.
Well,
Usually, you know, it's a process where you have to let it rise and then boom and
Yeah.
and so it's not something that you're gonna do in 20 minutes. So
I could do 6 a.m. I could be ready for.
well, I can start them at 7 or 8. I mean, that's not
Okay.
a problem.
Okay,
I
good.
don't have a problem with that.
apparently the sunrise was absolutely stunning this morning.
I saw it. It was beautiful pink.
And by 6 o'clock, I can see through the trees and just beginning to get sunrise.
Oh, they saw it on the camera.
No,
Oh,
my children saw it on the way to school.
oh, it was gorgeous.
And
I
took
saw it
pictures.
from the camper.
Do you know one of the most beautiful views I always find in the morning is down at Hood Pond, because everything just reflects off the pond and it's just lovely.
It was pretty. It was pink and lavender.
I remember
Yes.
doing a movie where they didn't like where the sun was, so they blocked it out and they put up another one. I tell you, the movie business is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, that was down on the beach. That was wild. I also was in a movie where they put the leaves back on the trees. They had some poor bugger up there in the tree with a whole bunch of leaves, stapling them all back on. Yep.
Well, at least they weren't glue gunning it. Can you
I don't know
imagine?
if it was blue. I don't know exactly what he was doing, but that was down in Manchester. That's the business is crazy.
Well, they filmed a movie in Mystic, a Hallmark movie called Mystic Christmas or something like that, and they put fake snow all over everything.
Oh, sure.
And it looks totally fake when you look at it for real, but
Yes.
in the movie it looked perfectly
Looks fine.
normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
Yeah. Well, that one I did with a rooster in Harvard Square was in the middle of a blizzard, and I was told to park behind that truck and the truck was a snowmaking machine. And we were already in a blizzard, but the snow was dirty, so they had to blow this on it and make it look clean. You know,
It really is amazing.
it is unbelievable what they go through. But if they don't go through it, it shows.
Yeah.
You know, it really does.
So, I don't know if I've missed a question from Ducky. It wasn't deliberate, but you know what happens when I go all the way, scroll all the way back up? Oh, here she is. No, I've just asked if you made sticky buns.
Not yet.
There might have been a previous
working on the
question.
project.
Yeah.
We have everything
Yeah,
we need.
yeah. So, I don't know if I missed a question. I can only
Somebody bought us
apologize.
the dental floss.
Oh, I met Donna today and her husband.
Did you know
Yes,
about
great.
dental floss?
Ah, for cutting dough.
Yeah.
You can cut cheese with it sometimes, but not the minty stuff. Ugh. You know the mint. You know
Yeah.
they coat it with wax, mint flavored wax, dental floss.
I know.
Yeah, you want the natural stuff.
No,
She said it was plain. She brought the plain stuff.
Yeah.
And they reshingled the purple.
They did a super job,
Yeah.
Donna and Ray, because they also put up signage.
I wondered if that was new. It says
I haven't
delivery
seen the
It says deliveries,
in the
and
purple.
and then the purple house it says delivery.
Beautiful bright yellow.
It is because
all routed out.
I know it sounds really silly, but they deliver. Sometimes they get up to your doorstep. Sometimes, oh my gosh, what's that?
Janine
Trailer.
coming.
That's Janine coming
Oh.
with another trailer. We're coming down with trailers, horse trailers.
She's nuts. She's nuts. What can I tell you?
She's on a very strict program. It's an
Right
efficiency
now,
program.
right now it's
I
trailers.
think you're right. She's
we're
really
on a-
got things lined up to get
We
done.
are. We're on a very strict. We have got a horse, and we're very fortunate. Our lovely big donkey Winnie. Remember Winnie?
Yeah.
She's on Meredith at the moment, but she has been here. She is going to a phenomenal home on Saturday, so that's lovely. Hey. And we have one of our very. Here she comes.
Hey!
Ta-da! Do you want to come in and join us?
All right, we'll sit right here.
Well, how are we supposed to get? Are you done?
She's
Did you see
exhausted.
this trailer?
No, it's lovely.
Did you see the before and after of that trailer? I have scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed. I had 2 hours scrubbing the mold off of a trailer. Because I'm selling the big, gigantic trailer. And I'm getting, someone has letting me use their trailer, which is a 2-horse trailer.
So which one just came in? The one you scrubbed?
That's this is the one I
Oh.
scrubbed. And I will show you the before and after.
You can put it on the camera.
Yeah, they'd like
Probably
to see
could.
it.
Yeah.
But I'm looking like I've been scrubbing trailers. And then I washed the truck.
Today you scrubbed the trailer?
So this is the after picture.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that
Looks
nice?
brand new.
Oh wow. Nice.
I seen it. I thought it looked stunning.
Where's the camera? There's the trailer. Okay.
As it looks now.
And let me show you what it looked like. Oh boy, it's exhausting. We had a great.
I'm surprised you're not soaking wet.
She's got a wonderful
And this is
pants
what it
on.
looked like. All the mold on the top. That's what it looked like before I
Oh
started.
my gosh, the top looks green.
Oh,
Totally green.
yeah.
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 The whole thing was totally green.
Did you go up on the roof?
Yeah, how did you get?
Where did you wash it?
I washed it over at Meredith with bleach. This is like the you saw me.
You're bleaching
Are they gonna
everything.
power wash it?
No, I just did it with a broom and a brush. Washed it off with bleach, and then I took it to the car wash. Washed the truck and the trailer. So.
Did
Well,
you take the trailer
you can
through the
take
car
it through
wash?
Yeah. Well, the spray kind, not through the.
I was just thinking,
Yeah.
how did you do that?
Yeah. So this is all part of my project plan is to downsize. I mean, if we need to deliver the donkey on Saturday, we now have a nice little trailer.
Yes.
So, yeah. And then our job today. Did we already talk about the job?
No, you
Sure.
can continue.
I'd like to hear you talk about the job.
Oh,
I
okay.
just said it was
Do you want to
fun.
come and sit in here and I'll swap you?
I'll swap
Yeah.
it.
No, I don't want anyone. I don't really
She doesn't want to be seen.
Yeah. All right.
You
I'll
look
do that.
great, I
I really
think.
don't care. So,
This is Janine.
yeah, we all met Janine. And this is Janine after I've been out in the cold, freezing cold, scrubbing trailers and trucks for 2 hours. But the event today was, we walked in, we had Sizzle and Larky and Wanda, and she asked if we wanted to go room by room or have everybody come out. And I said, you know what, we'll take our time, we'll go room by room. we were like 6 rooms in, and she still had 3 more. It was an hour and a half, and the dogs were just getting tired.
Yeah.
And I have to say, Wanda, the combination that we had today was perfect, because there was the focus really was Wanda, but all the rest of the dogs were just wandering around doing their own visitation with everybody.
Yeah.
And Wanda went from person to person to person because these were severely spectrum. They were on the spectrum. I don't know what we're supposed to call them nowadays, but they were very, very disabled, autistic. Some of them were, some of them never even moved while we were in there. Others were just like, and there's a couple kids who, I shouldn't do that because I don't want to get in trouble, but there's a couple, I don't know what this,
so
spastic.
Excited,
they would
so
get
happy.
so spastic. And you really have to watch the dog, especially Larky, because Larky's like, what do I do? Do I go kill? But the first time that happened was there with these kids that were, and Larky looked like he was about to pounce on them. This time he just was like, huh, okay, and he understood that one of them, I was standing there, one of them reached behind me, and I saw the hand out of the side and grabbed Larky's tail and pulled, and I immediately grabbed and like peeled his hand off, but I have to say, Larky could have turned around and taken his arm off.
He was so good.
But he was so good when that happened. And then another person took Wanda, and we were exhausted too. So many. Another person took Wanda and then started to squeeze her too much.
Yeah.
And I had to get in there and peel Wanda out. Wanda was just like,
And Wanda's butt was up here.
Yeah. But there were so many. Like she was so good. There were so many Down syndromes kids that were like.
Everybody
just
got to
holding her. And I was like, these people are going to start to fight over her. But they all stood in line, and and they had a rocking chair, and some of them were rocking with Wanda. And so I said we would come back tomorrow. There was 3 women that wanted more time with Wanda, and so there's 3, and then there's 3 more rooms to go to, and so we're going to spend some time in the morning. Unfortunately, we also have one right after that too.
Oh.
We have 2 to go to, and then
Where's
Friday.
the other one? We know?
Judy told me it's in Peabody.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of the Peabody ones. I think I've been there before.
Oh, it's not on the calendar.
I know, that's because it's. Oh no, she told me it's a new one.
Ah.
It's a new one. Let me tell you, she said okay. And then Judy asked me. She's like, I'm also missing my black and blue down jacket that was hanging by the door. Have you seen it? And I said, yes, I'm wearing it. I got wet today.
Oh.
It's the Shore Education Collaborative 10 Technology Drive. They are the same. This educational collaborative is the same. This is the Woburn, and they've sent us over to. And these are where you see the really, really severe cases.
More so than today.
And the other thing, it's not just about going to see the people. It's about the staff gets so excited, and it really just the dogs bring so much joy. One of the I can share videos, but they have to check and make sure that they're able to share videos on them. But one of the patients, when we walked in, and Larky's over here and Wanda's in front of him, he's like, "Who?"
Oh, that's right.
Like because his favorite song is "Who let the dogs out?" Who?
Yeah.
Who?
We got it. We got it on
we
tape,
got
but
it
we're
on
not
video.
sure we can post it.
So
he was cute.
But it was very that's exhausting because you got to be on high alert. You never know when they're going to grab an ear or.
Yeah.
But everybody was really excited. So.
And the workers, the employees followed us around from room to room to stay with.
Yeah,
you're right. They just love
tough.
the dogs.
It's a tough job.
Yeah, it is a tough job.
People.
So I'm a little concerned that we have. We're just going to because I said to Judy, they really want us there, and they don't want it. They're so excited. Because we're booked next week too. So she would have to wait 2 weeks, and I said, well, you know what, we can because we only have 3 rooms. We can give them a little break and water, and then we'll just do a quick stop. We're just to give them an idea of what they'll see. And so we're going to try to swing through on their way home.
So 10 o'clock is
how
do you say that?
Woburn.
Woburn.
And then 11:30 is
Peabody.
Yeah.
And they're close?
They're about 20 minutes apart.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I think I just was suggesting that Sizzle may have given you a lecture on the fact that she expects a paycheck when she needs a cookie in the frying pan.
Yeah,
or,
yeah, yeah.
You know,
I
and
always
that
tell them
cheers
that I
her
started.
up.
Yeah.
So she will
Oh, right.
behave.
Yeah, I didn't. We didn't.
So,
Yeah,
I
that,
mean-
yeah. We
I
had
did
the
it-
cookies out at the beginning, but Larky was getting too focused on
He
cookies,
was.
so I had her put away the cookies.
So
And it wasn't like they were excited, but it wasn't they wouldn't have been able to cognitively understand the cookie game.
Yeah, they didn't
No,
understand the
but
cookie.
the dogs do.
Oh, I know,
so
that's
I
the-
could
So,
do that.
what I'm saying is, you got to pay those dogs.
I know. We
Well,
should have
they-
done more cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah. When do I get paid? Where's my free meal?
I did overdo the cookies in the beginning.
Oh, actually, I did get paid because somebody made delicious gingerbread cookies when I.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's really good.
Oh,
cookies.
that's Donna.
Yeah, so I had a bunch of those. Yeah, so I got paid.
Donna also made salmon dinners
Okay. Yeah.
that
yeah.
were delicious.
So
And yeah.
yeah. So we've
So we've been fed.
Yeah.
But you've got to pay those dogs.
Yeah, you're right. And we should have done that. And then on Wednesday we have. Wednesday. What is today?
Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Tomorr's Wednesday. We got the 10
No,
and
today's
11.
No, today's Wednesday.
What?
Don't start me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Elizabeth
Elizabeth.
comes out on Wednesday.
Oh, that's
What
right. I
happens
arrived
here-
on when. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Elizabeth is the keeper of the day.
Okay.
Because
It takes me a while.
she wakes up every morning and tries to remember what day it is and then tell us because I can never remember.
Well, they come around to me and say, "What day is it?" to make sure I'm
You're
alert
right.
and alive
Oh, yeah.
and things.
Well,
And I
this is
hope
what
I'm never
happens
too sure.
when you never get a day off. It doesn't matter what day it is.
No.
It's a day to go to feed animals and go do jobs and bring you coffee and yeah. So when I'm in South Carolina, I know what day it is. What's
There's
that?
these things, yellow things on here. Frontline, all
Wormer. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Are you doing that?
she did that.
Judy did that. Yeah, Judy's on that. We actually have now brought that calendar online. So.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I don't trust it worth a damn.
Yeah, well, I do. So,
Okay.
and it's better because I don't trust that. Like this one that she just sent me is on the electronic one because
Okay.
she's at home and the calendar's here, so it's now on the electronic one. And I think
got it.
once we get it situated, we can actually allow people to say, oh, what are they doing so people can see
Yeah.
what we're doing. And then, did we talk about the new carpenter?
No,
Oh yeah, the new carpenter built a bed or raised the platform. I can show everybody the raised platform. Jiminy is in the raised platform. So Jiminy can look out the window.
he jumps in very easily. He
Larky,
just pops
not so
in.
well.
Larky is not quite so clever.
Yeah. I don't know if I just screwed up everything. Oops, I cut
So
you.
we're going to have a
Yep. Yep.
a
So
stepping stool, or this guy doesn't seem to mind it too much.
so the carpenter is he is going to start doing some work around here in preparation for the. Remember we're just in the phase 1, which is the mobile teams going out to senior centers and wherever else that needs us. And the December 2024 is we're going to. My vision, and I've talked to Elizabeth and the board is kind of setting up a what is it? Busch Gardens style
Yeah.
gentleman's farm where people can get on golf carts and
We're
we
going
can
on safari.
and go on a little domestic safari,
Yes.
and they can ride around in the golf carts. So in the senior vans, some of these places have seniors that vans that they take seniors to places. They would go on the little safari, ride around, and actually be able to go into the paddocks and have the interaction with the animals. And then they would lunch in the iced tea tent, and the back of the iced tea tent will have an area where the donkeys and the goats and everything else can come up to the back of while people are lunching, and then we can have that will be the preference to seniors and preference to veterans families can also put a schedule. It's not going to be like the old world where people just wandered up the driveway. It's going to be, we know at 2, this is the way we're doing now. At 2 o'clock on Friday, we've got these people coming. We've got the veterans here for a donkey walk on this day. And so we'll just be scheduling events like that. And that's the plan. So there's a lot of construction that needs to happen, fixing of fences and a lot of repairs that have deferred maintenance that is going to have to be addressed. Is there a card?
I hear a
so
car.
does Carl
It's not.
Wansworth.
Is that my truck?
I don't think
Your
it's
truck.
mine.
Oh, Wanda might have stepped on the key.
Oh, Wanda.
Let me go see.
Okay. The key is in the car.
Oh, I've been having trouble with that door too. I don't know.
Yeah. So she left. She has all the questions. Did I? Oh, I have my phone. I'll see if there's any. Does anyone have any
got through a lot
quick
of them,
questions
yeah.
for me? So I know we're over time, but I wanted to give everyone a background of where we stand. Of course, everything is contingent upon what's happening on. I'm trying to get to. Okay, there we go. To what's happening on the 20 on the 8th.
Friday, 8th.
8th. Okay, now I'm still trying to get. Okay, she shut off the. Oh boy, she better come back here because I'm having. All right, so I have to switch my. Oh, there we go. And then I go over to Goldie's Farm, and then I can see questions if there's any questions. I'm gonna go to Goldie's Farm. Okay, got it. All right.
When you get none of it, yeah.
So, do you see any?
What are we going to do with that, Dan?
More
Oh, Wanda.
people, more and more donations. People. How many people? Did you? How many? We saw probably like 50 people today.
It was,
Yeah.
I'd say 50. I thought I heard you say 100, and I was thinking, no,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't think
no,
it was, but
yeah.
50, yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds.
Is there whipped cream tonight, Mom?
No.
Did you already read these questions?
No.
Oh, you want to ask us the questions?
No.
The unsuspecting grabbing of pups can scare them a bit, yes. And then there was somebody else who wanted to hug him like this, and he leaned over to hug, and his chair kind of almost fell on Larky.
Yeah.
And that scared Larky. But he rallied. He really, I have to say, Larky is
In the
definitely,
gym.
you can't, I have a friend up in, because, we've got Wanda that's doing a job. I'd like to, we have so much demand for what we're doing that I'm afraid, we may need some more dogs, and I don't want to bring up the word of puppy or anything, but we may need some more dogs, and I was like, we should branch out a little bit and see if other people who, like my friend Diana has a very nicely behaved dog, and she might go on a job with us and see how her dog will do fine. And, maybe...
The normal jobs are very normal.
Yeah, like her dog would be great on and my friend Wendy has another one of these.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. So we need to keep an eye out in case Wanda, she is old.
Yes.
How
She's
old
very
did you
old.
tell me she
She's
is?
16.
16.
At least.
Yeah, I've had her for 12 years. Oh, you've had it. She's been here for 12 years. But she came to us and they said she was 6 years old. I don't think she was that old when she came. But
Wanda,
she's...
you're amazing.
She's a farm
honey.
dog that has eaten. I haven't taken good care of her, and she eats a quarter of everything that I eat. So
Wow, you're
we're both
slobbing
still
on me.
kicking,
I
and she
know
gets
you're
tons of
slobbing.
exercise.
That's true.
You're slobbing.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can
Janine,
unswab
those
you.
2 new rescues aren't coming to us, are they?
The ones that are on Facebook. No, those are going to a sanctuary in California.
Yes.
Yeah, it's hard to get animals into a sanctuary. I've actually paid money to have a horse go into a sanctuary
Yeah.
before, but we found it, and it seems bizarre. But they're going. I think those are in Texas. They're going from Texas to California, but they're
Oh,
quarantining.
you could have taken them
Whereabouts
with you.
in California?
Really? I'd have to look that
Oh,
up.
it
I
doesn't
can't
matter.
remember.
I just wondered if it was close
Yeah.
to me.
And when you see stuff like that, I'm working with this woman. Her name is Helen. She lives in New York City, and she does all the brokering for me. So she comes to me when she's got at-risk standardbreds that I have criteria. They need to go to another 501c3, preferably one that I know who they are, and I've approved them before, or the board has approved them. So we have a whole list of 50 of them that are already approved. So I'd like them to be on the list, but and they're at risk, like they have a very short period of time before they're going to ship to slaughter. So, and then because when I put a fundraiser out, usually I'm able to come up with the money, but I don't like to put fundraisers out very often. And sometimes, like last month, I went to the account and we had $1,000 to save a horse. So we had extra hay money, so I just used that.
And Wallace is still training horses.
Yes, and we have a horse coming in, the Dunn horse.
That's coming in. I think it will probably be next week. If it definitely does come in, yes.
What horse is it?
We have a
It's-
surrender.
We're actually helping out another rescue. There was an abuse case. It was on 5 acres. There was, over 20 horses. And so the authorities have been involved, and they were allowed to keep, believe it or not, eight of the horses. So the rest of them had been taken in by another rescue, and the rescue were working with them. They're going to come up and meet us on Saturday. And then they've got a horse that they would like us to take in, and we will facilitate the horse.
Yeah.
Hoping Wallace will probably work with
Yeah,
the
it's
horse.
a 5-year-old that's not
untrained.
handled,
Yeah.
so that's
I
why.
thought you said dun horse.
He's a dun
colored
color.
horse.
That's a color.
Oh, okay.
No,
but he's
dun.
yeah, right.
From when they say he's untrained, I'm interpreting that as kind of wild.
I think he's haltable. And
Yeah.
I think they've done a nice job with him, but I think he's further behind than you would expect
As
for
a
a 5-year-old.
Yeah, yeah.
And it will be interesting to see. So we may end up down here for a little period of
Yeah,
time.
if we get the arena back, we can get Wallace working. My
Working
hope
in
is that
there.
we
Yeah.
can start working with
Because I
the
think
arena
with the
again.
snow coming in.
Yeah, yeah. And with those surrender cases, usually what happens is, I've been involved in a bunch of them. If they have, 20 horses on a small, and it seems that, there's criteria that have to meet. One of them is if it's a starving horse, and as long as they have one bale of hay and access to water, it doesn't even need to be clean water, there's nothing they can do because they're livestock. But usually what happens is you get a warning and you're on the radar, so they keep coming back and visiting. If you're not able to cure the default of taking care of the animals, then they actually seize them.
Yeah.
But because they're livestock, it's the same thing as like someone coming and taking my car because I didn't change the oil and I'm not treating my car well. That's what animals are in the livestock. Is they're owned by somebody else. So if you can't just go and pick them up and take them. And I mean, down in South Carolina, I'm making sure this horse is, even when I'm not there, this horse that doesn't belong to me is fed. But I've talked to the owner, and he sees me doing it now, and he's fine with it. But I can't just run over there and start throwing hay over the fence if I see a starving horse. That's not legal. So
Really?
It's very tricky to.
Well, I know I tried to go down and put some fluffies down there, and they were going to throw me in jail.
Yeah. Well, I'm not allowed at barn, so yeah, we're not allowed at barn. But
Ridiculous.
yeah. So is that all for me?
No,
Okay.
just sit there and behave.
Tomorrow, there's a court date on Friday that I have to go to at 2:00, and that basically, I hope that doesn't go through. But what that is if it's based on the ruling that the judges they're taking. I don't understand really quite, but if the judge already ruled on stuff, that this is an appeal on stuff that the judge already ruled on, so they need to have, they're appealing it, and our lawyer doesn't think that it's they have any case to stand on. But if it does get the appeal and go to the supreme of the next level of court, then that's 6 months, and that cancels what we're doing on. So if Friday if they win on Friday, you're here for 6 months, and we are stuck for 6 months. So,
Well, stuckish.
but the stuff that they had, you know what? They posted the complaint online, so I guess most people know all the details of that complaint. I know there was things about that they're suing us for the attorney's fees, and the argument is, well, Lynn has posted out that the attorney was free. Why are there attorney's fees? So they backed off of that one. And then there's a criminal complaint about me for going into the barn, and a criminal complaint of me videotaping someone. And then there's there's a bunch of stuff. It was online. I don't know if it's still available for everybody, but all of those have already been decided upon. My understanding, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't really even know what I'm talking about, and I don't want to say anything that's not truthful. But that information has been pushed out to the world on what we are being sued for, and hopefully it will not impact the eight, because right now all of us can't get you out of this house.
No. We need a big sort of like something or other forklift.
If it snows, we'll
swim
get a
line.
sled.
Yeah, well, if you hadn't hurt your arm, we would have been able to get her out.
We'd be
Because
fine.
you and I together, we
I know,
should.
we're fine.
We can pick up a mule.
We're pretty good at doing
Yeah.
stuff like that, aren't we, normally?
Yeah.
They can pick up a mule so they can handle me.
Well, only if we're all functioning.
Right.
Yeah, we've got it. She's got a broken wing over here, which has made my life pretty challenging.
Yes.
I dropped off hay in the barn today.
Oh, thank you very
And
much.
hopefully Carly found it.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Judy said that. I just got a message from Judy about the jacket.
oh, did you see, you can keep it now. You've worn it
No,
around the barn.
I get to use it until I got to get my. I can never figure out what's in Aiken and what's here, and everything's all over the place. And I came in here wet, and I didn't have a coat, so I just grabbed the closest one and I put it on. I'm like, it can't be my mother's. It's too nice and small. So, and Judy was probably here, and I walked off with her coat.
I know
probably
she's
what
probably like,
happened.
Yeah.
we've got similar coats. Do you know? And this is a silly thing because this lady is saying that she misses seeing Wallace riding in the ring, and that arena sits empty.
I know.
I would like to use the arena in the evening.
Well, I know we're over time, but let me tell you the funny story about Wallace. So Wallace, he came up the driveway and started riding for me, and a fantastic, really nice kid. But he's 23. I look at him as like, my son. I take care of Wallace. He's such and he shakes your hand, looks you right in the eye. So I went out to dinner with a bunch of my high school girlfriends. We do this like every couple months. We all meet at a restaurant and have a nice dinner together. And so it was just when we lost the ability to use the arena and we had to cancel Wallace's rides. And when one of my friends, I won't say which one because you never know, she's like, well, I really liked watching Wallace ride. And I was like, you don't have anything to, she has a cat. She has nothing to do with horses. And I'm like, really? And then my friend Christina over the other, she's like, oh, at 3 o'clock and it turns out all of my girlfriends were tuning in to watch Wallace, not because they liked his horse trade, because they thought he was really hot. And I'm like,
We're never too old.
he is 23 years old. We got such a kick out of that.
I know. And then you said, guess what? And I said, ooh, I've never looked at them that way.
I know.
We're like,
Yeah.
that's weird. My son's 26.
I know, he's such a big.
Yeah, it's really funny.
But yeah, he's such a great kid.
Oh gosh.
He's the one that I said, can you pick up that cash register? And
Yeah.
he picked it up and walked off.
Yeah, he's strong as an
Strong
ox.
as a bull.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody else can pick up the cash register.
No.
He just walked
Yeah.
off with it like.
But I bet we could get the cash register out between the three of us.
I bet you.
Well, they first work this.
Yeah, really.
Insulting you, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
These are yours, by the way.
Oh, they're all, the toll.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
we're
when
hoping
is
the
it
toll.
till?
We were
When
is it
excited.
till?
And I have Franny's check.
Oh, it's the first. Oh, good. Yeah, one of the things I'm doing tomorrow is going to the bank. That is I'm gonna.
Okay, well, while you're at the bank, I need to have more cash in here to get the hay. So can you pick up some more cash?
Well, I don't. Yeah. Why can't we give him a check?
Because we can't, that's all. We leave our...
We'll talk about that later. Yeah. Yeah. As the treasurer, we'll talk about that later. Yeah,
Let's
I
just
know
leave it before the board.
Yeah, I know he gives us a better price if he delivers it with cash. But yeah, that's not a. I'm
It's a legitimate way of doing
It's
it.
I know, but the world. We'll have to argue this out. I did notice in the Doggy Daily, however, we've been arguing several days about the dogs being in a kennel, and you said Janine was right. I screenshotted that.
I almost said, I'm afraid to say that because then she'll think she's always right.
Yeah.
Well, there
I
you are.
almost
She's
said
number
that.
one.
I got a
I didn't say
screenshot of
that.
it. So, you want to know how much it costs to go over the George Washington Bridge in a horse trailer?
$7.95.
How much?
$7.95 or something.
Oh, Jesus, no. Oh, this is only for $7. This is not for that. It's still coming.
That was
Oh,
still
they
to
tried
ride.
my axle.
$50 for a horse trailer to go over the George Washington
Oh,
Bridge.
geez.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
And
God.
every time I get to I always,
There's nothing on 84, is there?
I know, but I can never figure out. I'm following Waze or whatever thingy is. It always takes me to the George Washington. And then I told it on the way home, take me to Newburgh. and then I'll go home that way. It took me right up to it was going to take me over the bridge and then to Newburgh, and I'm like, I don't want to. And then once you get on the other side, then there's all the parkways that you can't go on.
Yeah.
Now, you should say take me like to Danbury. I have the same problem when I go to California. I want to take 84, and it wants to send me through New York.
Yeah.
So I just tell it like Danbury's up at the end of 9,
Yeah.
and then it'll take you there.
Yeah.
You got to find the one closer in Connecticut.
Yeah, I'm
We
good
need to
when I
remember
go
that
down
name.
there. When I go down there, you go this one to this one. We always managed on the way down, but on the way back now.
Oh,
and
way
the other
back.
one you want to avoid is the New Jersey Turnpike. Not only because everyone is an asshole driver, but because that one was $45. Yeah, and then you add gas in. Yeah, the
Well,
gas.
the MapQuest, you can tell it to avoid tolls. That's what I do. And I have driven, I don't even know that I say, why is it taking me here? And it's to avoid the tolls.
Oh, I didn't know
You
that.
say avoid tolls and it'll,
We can do that. That's just a button.
it's just an option in MapQuest.
You're the co-pilot?
Oops.
Whatever
yeah.
your phone app is.
Yeah.
But you see,
you
my
are-
GPS is set to avoid highways, so.
Did everyone
well,
compliment
then
you
you
on
were
your hair
avoiding
today?
tolls already.
Oh,
No one complimented
'Cause-
Elizabeth.
'cause I
She's actually
washed it.
washed her hair and brushed it.
it did.
I did think it looked really nice.
I was having a fancy morning.
Yeah. Okay, so wait, can we? Oh, I've got to go. I'm bringing.
So 9 o'clock tomorrow or 9:30, you'll be here.
yeah, I'll be here at 9
You'll
tomorrow.
be
I thought
here at 9?
I thought it was at 11 today. That's why I
You
was
said
like
that, yeah.
not in a hurry.
It's okay. I'm fine. I'll just
Okay.
have my 3 cups of coffee and
Yeah.
find
Yeah.
something to do.
She's splicing rope now.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
learned
my
how to splice
goodness.
today, even with my arthritic thumbs. Yeah,
It's
I
a
made a door toy.
cottage industry.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Excellent. So that's all.
I have all those ropes ready to go to Susanna if she wants.
Yeah, I'm meeting with Susanna on Friday morning.
Do you want to take them with her?
Yeah, I'll deal with that tomorrow.
How many,
And tomorrow's the bank, and these 2 things here. I got a couple other things I gotta.
how many she want?
I'm like 4. Yeah. Yeah. We got plenty.
Of the 10-footers,
Yeah.
11 foot, whatever
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.